Good morning, everybody. This is Ron with our DIY Homestead, and today we're just going to give you a quick garden tour of where we're at. We are at the end of May, and as you can see, it's a overcast day and it's actually misting a little bit, but we'll get out here and get a tour done and just give a checkup on everything. On this side, this is our peach tree, and we do have peaches on them. I can kind of show you. We got some peaches all over the place, so they're coming in good. This next bed, we got some broccoli that is kind of been getting eaten up, but we're going to let it go and see if we can get anything out of it. And alongside of it, we have some green beans, and we have already harvested once this year. Let me see if I can show you some. See some of the beans in there. It's just about time to go through them again. Sean has already canned, I think, 7 pints of beans out of our first harvest. Then we got our daisies that are blooming very well. We have a couple beds of mint. And then we've got our elderberry. She is getting tall, but she's growing very well. And this bed down here is more beans. Let's see if we can harvest back in here again. Yeah, there's some beans in there, quite a few. So we'll be harvesting beans again probably later today. And out here, I'm in the process of going and trimming our tomatoes up, and you can see all the tomatoes that are on there. There's some very nice looking tomatoes coming in. We got marigolds planted throughout just to give it some color and help keep the bugs away. Very nice load of tomatoes. And like I said, I'm just in the process of trimming everything up and get everything clipped back up. We've got some dill that we harvested yesterday. We've got all kinds of tomatoes. I think we planted 120 tomato plants. I've got to let the weeds get away from me a little bit. Okay, a lot, I admit. But I'm here to take care of that. And we do have peppers over here that are growing well. I just got to get the weeds out of there before it chokes them out. Let's see back here. We've got, yeah, these are all tomatoes, marigolds, and everything seems to be growing well, minus all the weeds. The weeds are growing well too, of course. So let's go over to this next row of beds. There's some stuff there, but we've got another row out here I'll start with. We've got some chamomile that we've harvested twice off of already. We've got this bed, and we've got 2 smaller beds over there I'll show you here in a minute. We got some basil, and we got some calendulums. Another bed of peppermint, or I'm sorry, this is oregano. Everything's growing very well. And in this next row, we've got our pear tree. This pear tree bloomed for the first time this year, but we got no fruit on it yet. And this is in the ground probably 3 years now, so we'll get there. It'll start producing. We've got some nettles. Sean's going to make some tea from it. We do have one little comfrey plant down there in the ground. And then we've got our zucchini, which is doing very well this year. See, we got an overgrown one here. I have to take that in. Grab that right now. Nice size zucchini. Let's see if there's any others in there real quick. Sorry for the joggle. And we got some more coming in, but nothing ready to pick. And something is just tearing up our broccoli. Not sure what it is. Doesn't seem to be bothering anything else. This bed here, we've got some asparagus. And I believe this is a cauliflower. Still growing well. Hasn't produced a head yet, but it's getting massive. Then we got some more broccoli, cauliflower, and we do have a head of cabbage. Let me see if I can get to it here. Pull that weed. Nice head of cabbage going there. We've got some sage. This is our other pear tree. And this one is producing this year. You can kind of see. We got quite a bit of fruit for the first time in 3 years. Yeah, they're spattered all over the place. This is our other 2 little pots of chamomile, and it looks like it's about ready to start harvesting again. We'll go over to the next row. Another zucchini. She's just about done, I think. But she's got nothing ready to pick. Still blossoming. We got one that's kind of sickly, so we'll get that out of there. You got some more mint growing in here. And this bed we've had trouble with this year. We put new composting material from our materials place, and it was really strong. And I think it was just overpowered, and our plants here didn't like it. We had parsley and what else we got? Sage. Got a few other things in there. Just didn't like it at all. And this bed, was the same material, but this is our eggplant. And the eggplant seems to like it. So go figure. And we've got our rooster protecting everything out here. And we've got another bed of beans. And you can see they're just coming out all over the place. I have to go through and harvest again here, maybe today, maybe in a couple days. We'll see. And we've got more mint. And the reason why we got all these herbs is Sean creates her own herbal tea. So she has all different kinds of herbs growing. This is our plum tree that is just loaded. You can see one's already starting to turn. So they're getting there. They don't get too big, but they sure are good. And we got some flowers. I'm not sure what that one is. Got a nice, pretty little purple flower that drops from the bottom. This is our carrot bed, one of our carrot beds. And we are in the process of pulling everything. It's just about done. We're just about ready to yank everything out of here, and we're going to be planting some more beans, I think. You can see the carrot tops are sticking out of the ground. Yeah. We've already got a load out of here that is doing very well. Our dogs, we have 3 Chihuahuas. Our dogs love the carrots. Sean makes our own dog food. So she puts that all in there. Carrots, green beans. We have chickens in the back, so we got our own eggs, and They just love it. Here in this bed, we do have another pretty good size head of cabbage growing. And this is cauliflower. You can see the cauliflower down in there. This bed, we've got more beans and calendulums. Yeah, we've got everything growing. Everything's growing well. We've had a lot of rain, so that's helped out a lot. Not only for the plants, but for our water bill. Let's go to the back and I'll show you what's going on back there. Okay, on our way to the back, I might as well stop here. This is our hydroponic tunnel. We do have some two different kinds of cabbage growing back here. We've got onions and leeks. Everything seems to be going very well. And this is just something that I converted an IBC tote out of. I will be coming up with like a little course on how to build one, or instruction manual. I've got all the cut lists and all that kind of stuff that goes with it, but that's coming soon. And this tank is our water tank for our solar powered automatic drip system that powers the water all the way around to our outside plants. And we'll go around and show you these. We have cucumbers and basil, and we do have some mint back here. We got a lot of mint. So we got cucumbers, basil, and there's some mint there. Everything seems to be growing very well. We do have cucumbers starting to come out. I think there's one here. So they're just starting to come out. I came through yesterday and kind of trying to guide these cucumbers up over our hydroponic tunnel. So there's another cucumber coming out. Like I said, we got basil. Now I'm going to try to remember by the time we get to the other side what this plant is. Oh, sorry, I remembered, finally. This is a hibiscus. And that will go in some of Sean's teas as well. More mint. We got a lot of mint. We have a friend at the farmer's market that we go to that has given us so much mint. We had to tell him to stop giving it to us because we got too much. But yeah, there's another hibiscus. And then we go around, there's more cucumbers that are growing so fast. Another pot of basil. We did harvest some basil yesterday, but everything is just growing well. That drip system works very well. I don't have to worry about it getting anything watered out here. We do have power coming to a pump, but I'm on the process of looking for a solar powered pump for our hydroponic system so I can get off the grid on that. And we'll go to the back, give you a sneak peek. Here's our meat birds for this beginning of the summer, and we'll have another batch in the fall that we'll have for the winter time. But these guys are about 7 weeks old, I think. So we've got a couple more weeks with them, but they're just fat and happy. Anyway, getting off track here. Let's go to the back. Okay, and here we have just planted green beans. We need a lot of beans. And like I said, Sean makes her own dog food, so she uses a lot of green beans, which are very good for the dogs. Here is the end of our baby carrot bed. me see if I can pull one up to show you. See if any of them are ready here. Just little baby carrots. That's what we grew back here. So, and we made the mistake of letting the hens out, which, see if I can get a quick shot of them. They're going in the back there. They're going out to the pasture. But they got in the bed and just wreaked havoc. So we've learned not to let them out. There's another bed that we just planted green beans in. We do have a flower. I think that's a calendulum in there. This bed here is, let me remember, ginger. We've got about 3 gingers in there, trying to get them started and growing. They haven't popped up yet. So let's go over to the pumpkin patch and show you that. All right, we are going to end this tour in our pumpkin patch. As you can see, our pumpkins are growing beautifully. And we call it a pumpkin patch because that's the first thing in line. But we've actually got watermelon, cantaloupe, squash, just a spattering of everything. But you can see some of these. Some of these plants are just massive. So hopefully we'll get a good batch of pumpkin. Our dogs love pumpkin. We feed a spoonful every night with their meal. Helps keep their gut health happy. But you can see they're big old blossoms in here. Let me see if I can show you. Look at that. Thing's huge. We'll go back. And our watermelon, you can see I've got cardboard laying all over the place. I try to keep cardboard underneath the plants to help keep the weeds down, but the wind kicks up and then it just blows the cardboard all over the place. Doesn't matter if it's wet, doesn't matter if it's dirt on top of it. The wind really kicks up. But we do have some very good watermelon plants. And then our cantaloupe back here is going well. And in the back here we've got some squash. I'm trying to get through here. We've had a lot of rain. So I'm trying not to sink in the mud. You can see the squash blossoms. Everything is doing very well. We're happy with it. Do have a lot of weeds, but that's coming. It'll all be taken care of. So, hope you enjoyed this. Stick with us, and we'll bring you through the harvest. And we're going to be doing a chore tour next. So I'll let you see all of our animals, and we'll go from there. And we will see you in the next video.